So I says to him, the hell is that?
Ooh, we got a job.
Oh, what?
I signed us up for Space Fiber.
You what? That website that pits professionals against each other to bid on jobs, tanking the value of their skills and confusing their places in the job market?
That's the one.
Why?
You've been playing so many video games and racking up the electricity bill. I had to do something.
Goldblum, the space castle runs on solar power and a perpetual motion generator. It's self-sufficient. We don't even have an electricity bill. You signed up for Midjourney again, and you don't have a way to pay for it. What's the job? I swear to if I have to design a logo for another real estate company, I'm gonna steer the space castle into the nearest star.
We've been commissioned, by an unnamed third party to mine the Great Lego Asteroid for pieces.
The Great Lego Asteroid?
Yes. In the early 2000s, Lego crashed in popularity. They tried to restart the company by making video games and whatnot, and almost went into bankruptcy.
Yeah, I remember.
Earth decided to shoot all the hajillions of unused and thrown away Lego bricks into outer space, thus creating the Great Lego Asteroid.
Okay, and?
Now, Lego is launching a new line of Animal Crossing sets. Oh yes, predicted sales are so huge that they're going to alter the global economy and bleed the planet dry of resources. So, we've been commissioned to blast apart the Great Lego Asteroid and send all the pieces back to Denmark.
This sounds really dangerous. Is this really dangerous?
Yes, but you should see the incredible portraits I'm creating with Midjourney. It's very worth it. We're closing in on the asteroid now.
Well, I guess this is a great time to test out the Atari, the Space Castle's one-man fighter specifically designed to shoot down asteroids. Welcome back to Space Castle, where our continuing mission is to search the universe for all things nerdy. Apparently, that means a ball of 100 trillion Lego bricks. I am your Captain DT. Alright, Goldblum, all systems are go, stabilizers are stabilizing, life support is supporting my life.
Unlike your eating habits.
Right. So I just start shooting and we tractor beam all the Lego parts onto the space castle and haul them back to Earth?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I didn't read the email. I just saw that we got the job and I plotted a course. So, yes, just start shooting.
Look at the size of that thing.
Cut the chatter, Red 2.
Well, since Lego is poised to become an economic powerhouse and change the course of Earth with this new line of Animal Crossing sets, and since I'm staring at the biggest collection of Lego pieces in the known universe, why don't we talk about the history of Lego? So the history of Lego is a weird one. The Lego Group, as it would come to be known, was started in 1932 by a man named Ole Kirk Christensen, which, yes, is the most Scandinavian name ever. Christensen was in the business of making wooden toys in his private workshop. In 1949, however, Lego would begin producing plastic toys after Ole Kirk Christensen purchased an injection mold machine. Along with that machine, he was sent a sample package of a product called interlocking building cubes from a company called Kittycraft based in England. Now, if these look familiar, stay tuned. Ole Kirk Christensen thought that these interlocking building cubes, which were patented in England by Kittycraft in 1940, were an excellent idea, and he decided that they should be his idea, and he started producing a copy of the product. Kittycraft, founded by Hilary Fisher Page in 1932, was also in the wooden toy business, most frequently importing toys from Russia for retail in England. Page became a supporter of shifting children's toys to plastic, though, believing plastic to be a safer, longer-lasting, and more hygienic alternative to wood. And thus, he went to work and developed the follow-up to the interlocking building cubes, the KittyCraft self-interlocking building bricks. They were smaller, more durable, and interlocked much better and more securely with improved pegs on the top. The cornerstone of the product was a cube-shaped brick with 4 pegs on top and a hollow bottom for the pegs to slide into. These first hit the market in England in 1947 and were an immediate smash hit, being called one of the must-have toys of the late 1940s. Meanwhile, in 1949 Denmark, Ole Kirk Christensen at LEGO was marketing his own version of the toy, the automatic binding brick. And while these plastic toys now accounted for more than half of LEGO's products, the automatic binding brick's lackluster ability to lock together kept it a modest success. Christensen's son Gottfried became the managing director of LEGO in 1954, and speaking with a potential retailer sparked the idea of reinventing the automatic binding block as a systemic toy, sold in cohesive sets and encouraging kids to build cars and planes and buildings and so forth. But the product just wasn't ready for that yet, so Gottfried set forth on a 5-year odyssey to perfect the automatic binding brick, and for finding the right material to build it, which I can't pronounce, so I'm just going to put the words on screen. LEGO patented their new brick design in 1958 in Denmark and several other countries. And the rest is history. And unfortunately, so were both Ole Christensen and Hilary Fisher Page. The former passed away and his son Gottfried inherited the LEGO company wholesale. The latter, Hilary Page, unfortunately took his own life in June of 1957 under the stress of his company KittyCraft collapsing. LEGO launched in England in January of 1960, and Hilary Page's family attests that he never knew about the LEGO company infringing on his patent and stealing the idea and design for his product. LEGO insisted they did contact KittyCraft in the 1950s to see if they were cool with their product being lifted wholesale, and that KittyCraft was totally cool with it, that they hadn't found any success with their product themselves, and that LEGO should totally take a shot, and that it would be totally cool if they did.
You sure about
We're
that?
left to form our own opinions of what actually happened, but LEGO's official website does credit Page with being the originator of LEGO as it is today.
So, how's it going out there?
Good, I think. I've hit a couple of snags, but the Atari's doing the trick. The blasters are breaking apart bits of the asteroid without damaging the LEGO bricks. They're really f***ing durable. I'm gonna make another pass and come in for some Gatorade.
No, I think you should stay out there until the job's done.
Yeah, but I'm getting kind of tired and thirsty and...
I finished the email. The job is worth a lot of money, and they want it done immediately. They're on their way to pick up all the LEGO pieces right away.
Oh, damn. They're coming here? Okay, well... I'll get back to it, I guess.
Hurry up!
And so things were going pretty great for LEGO. They were successful through the 1960s and 70s. In 1978, LEGO introduced the minifigure, which became a pop culture icon. It reinvigorated an already wildly successful toy line, gave consumers a whole new reason to collect LEGO sets, and opened up all new ways for children to play with them. By 1980, LEGO Group was home to nearly 3,000 employees around the world, and 70% of all Western families with kids under the age of 14 had LEGO in their houses. Life was good. Until around 1981, that is. LEGO started making preparations, ironically, to sue Tyco Industries for infringing on their copyright and selling interlocking block toys that resembled Legos a little too closely. In making those preparations, LEGO decided that it might be a good idea to finally buy out KittyCraft. You remember them, right? In an out-of-court settlement in 1981, KittyCraft received a paltry £45,000 sum, and the door was closed on that loose end in LEGO's history. Now consolidated, and without that loose end ready to make them look really bad, LEGO engaged in a 4-year legal battle with Tyco. Now, Tyco was not innocent here. They were infringing on a product that was already infringing on another product, but they took it a step too far by including LEGO's trademark in their advertising and even on their packaging, claiming their super blocks were a superior and cheaper alternative and capable of working in tandem with LEGO that consumers had already purchased. In the final ruling on the case in 1984, dubbed the Battle of the Bricks by the Washington Post, it was determined that Tyco could continue selling their product without altering it, However, they were barred from directly comparing their product to Lego in their branding and their advertising. Weirdly enough, both companies considered this a win and tried to use their verdict as a means of sticking it to the other guy. Lego declared that with Tyco no longer being able to call them out directly, they would just crush them in sales. Tyco considered this a win because they just got to keep ripping off Lego. The 80s were f***ing weird, y'all. Tyco was making $20 million a year from their Superblocks, and Lego decided that was just fine because they were already allegedly making $100 million a year from their own product. Ever since, Lego has maintained a steady stream of lawsuits, both suing and being sued, over the last 40 years. With their patents for the original Lego pieces actually having expired in 1978, most of these lawsuits just come down to trademark infringements.
Holy shit, are you done yet?
Nowhere near done. This thing is freaking gigantic. And I'm about done with the mountain of 1x1s that came apart pretty easily and... Oh shit.
What? What's the problem?
There's a whole ridge of 2x4s, the most difficult Lego pieces to get apart. When I was a kid, I couldn't ever do it without using my teeth. Every Lego set I owned had 2x4s with little bite marks on them.
You have a Lego separator in your room, right under that poster of Florence Pugh.
Hey, Look, I'm not gonna come out here with a Lego separator and break all these apart one by one.
Well, there is another alternative, yes. The Atari is loaded with a sonic bomb. You'll have to fly to the center of the asteroid and drop the bomb and get out as fast as you can.
What the f***? I did not outfit the Atari with a sonic bomb. We've had that on the Space Castle this entire time? And why didn't you tell me earlier? This would have made things a whole lot faster and easier.
I'll send you the coordinates for the entry point.
Okay, now this is really dangerous. I'm not flying into the center of this thing and dropping a bomb inside it.
I don't think you understand just how much money we're talking about with this assignment.
I am in a real pickle here. And so was Lego in the early 2000s. In 2003, Lego was on the verge of bankruptcy. It had grown too large to sustain itself, and they'd let their designers go crazy. They'd spread themselves way too thin with too many products on the market, and with an inability to cover the costs of producing it all. Internally, Lego thought that kids just weren't interested in building blocks anymore and were turning their sights on creating a production company and focusing on creating video games and other forms of digital entertainment. It wasn't until Christian Faber, who started out working for a Lego affiliate and at the time was currently working on Star Wars licensed sets of Lego, pitched the idea of characters built by kids who would tell an epic story across multiple mediums. It was a classic approach to marketing, one that I've talked about in previous videos, where video, digital, and tangible media would tell the story of a band of characters, get kids interested and engaged, and open the door for them to create their own stories with the Lego sets. The idea would evolve into BIONICLE, about 6 heroes who find themselves in canisters washed ashore on an island who discover elemental powers and take up arms against an evil villain. Faber drew from his own experiences in battling cancer, imagining his medications being heroes entering unknown territory and facing off against a terrible evil. The product line was a massive success and accounted for 25% of Lego's total revenue in 2003 and all of their profits that year. The combination of engaging and interesting toys that told a story, the ability of kids to build their own characters and tell their own stories was enough to reignite a worldwide passion for Lego and turn things around for the company entirely. And it started the trend of licensed Lego sets, already started with partnerships with both Star Wars and Harry Potter, as being the centerpiece of the company's production. As it turns out, people still loved Lego. Their audience had just become captivated by large and exciting franchises, and they wanted a new way to be able to play in those worlds and stories. As of today, Lego licensed sets dominate their store shelves with everything from Star Wars and Marvel movies to Super Mario to Fast and the Furious, and now Animal Crossing being turned into Lego sets of various sizes. Turning to licensing agreements has given Lego near limitless ways to appeal to a broad, worldwide audience of all ages, as opposed to just the kids they were marketing to until the 2000s. And they're able to crank out fresh, new Lego systems based on whatever is popular at the time. And they're doing it the right way instead of just ripping people off. But also, they're also still ripping people off too.
Alright, I've sent you the coordinates for a hole that goes straight to the center of the asteroid.
Here goes nothing. Alright, when I get to the center, how do I deploy the bomb?
You, push the button that says, "Don't f***ing push this button."
I thought that button rolled down the windows. Alright, copy, go leader. I'm already on my way out.
Which Star War are we quoting now?
We've moved on to Return of the Jedi. Keep up.
Move the space castle away from the asteroid.
Yeehaw! We did it, Goldblum. We survived.
And not a moment too soon. Our client is arriving now. Hurry up and get aboard. They're hailing us.
Whew. On screen. Hi. So, you're here to pick up all the Lego pieces from the asteroid, I guess. So, do you, work for Lego, or?
You do not need to know that information. We only require your intergalactic banking information.
Sure, yeah. Transmitting now. Should be a pretty good payday, right?
Thank you. We have now transferred you 20 American Earth dollars.
20 bucks. Wait, are you?
We have all that we require. Goodbye.
20 bucks? 20 bucks, Goldblum? I just risked my life flying into an asteroid made entirely of Lego and blew it up with an incredibly dangerous sonic bomb for 20 bucks?
Hey, don't blame me. Blame Space Fiver.
Oh, I do.
Yes, but the good news is, I now have 2 months worth of Midjourney. Imagine all the incredible artwork I'll be able to create. Oh yes.
Thanks once again for hanging out with me on Space Castle, where our continuing mission is to search the universe for all things nerdy. Hit up the comment section below and let me know about your favorite Lego set, either as an adult or when you were a kid back in the day. And be sure to check out the show notes down below for links to both our Discord and our Patreon. The Galactonauts there enjoy extra content every month and VIP status. Thanks to them, and thanks to you for viewing, liking, sharing, and subscribing. I'm gonna go stare at my Florence Pugh poster and try and reclaim some semblance of sanity.
Oh, I've already replaced that with some real artwork. Enjoy. Oh, yes.
Great.